Have you met the OnlyFans mother who uses her son to film her OnlyFans explicit content?
Consegue separar também o lado de você ver aquilo só como trabalho e não ficar, de certa forma, talvez excitado ou algo do tipo no meio dessa situação do trabalho em si.
Então, pra mim é um trabalho realmente. Então, tipo, excitação não tenho nenhuma. Que até mesmo porque é minha mãe, sim, eu não tenho nenhum tipo de tesão por ela. E até fico, que nojo, algumas vezes assim. Nossa, tem uma
que nojo!
Meu Deus!
Sério?
Fiquei aqui, ó.
Eu tava fazendo anal e sem querer sujou. E ele, que nojo!
Que fedor, cara.
Sério?
Fiz a chuca, só que foi muito funda e não deu muito certo. Aí na hora que desencaixou, eu comecei a rir.
Nope. Well, meet Andressa Ulrich. The conversation you just heard was in Portuguese. You don't speak Portuguese, but I do, so let me translate it for you, even though you saw the subtitles there on the screen. The OnlyFans mother's son was asked, how do you separate the side of just seeing what you do as work and not be affected by the work itself? Basically, do you get excited when you are filming your mother, or do you just see it as work? He replied by saying that to him it's just work and it doesn't affect him personally, and sometimes he even finds it disgusting. But yeah, does he get excited? Does the son get excited watching his mom film explicit content? Disgusting.
While most teenage sons can't be bothered unloading the dishwasher for their mothers, this one goes above and beyond. Andressa Urach is a successful OnlyFans content creator and boasts over 3 million followers on Instagram. The former Miss Bum Bum model hails from Brazil and prior to her OnlyFans career was a successful dancer. While many creators might hire someone to film their content for them, Andressa decided to keep the business within the family as her son shoots things for her. During an Instagram Q&A last summer, Andressa's son Arthur, who was 18 at the time, was asked, "Arthur, are you the one who films Andressa's OnlyFans?" He replied, "Yep, I'm really badass with pictures, right?" For many people, the idea of shooting such content of our parents would be, well, unimaginable. But Arthur appeared unfazed. But while he doesn't seem to be bothered, others were, religious groups in particular. Andressa Urach is a successful OnlyFans star. One person asked him, "You are not ashamed of your mother selling herself, do you film her like this?" To which the teenager replied, "I'm not ashamed, I'm very serene with her decision." Arthur and his mother are apparently so close that they were spotted hitting the clubs together, much to Andressa's ex-husband Tiago Lopez's dismay. But he said, "What about a mother who takes her own son to a place to watch her mother rub against other men?" Andressa took a brief hiatus from OnlyFans last year in a bid to focus on her religion. "I made this decision because God has bothered me with many things, and I know that if I die, I won't take anything with me," she announced at the time. "I'm starting over with God," but the 36-year-old returned to the platform just 2 months later. Andressa's son Arthur shared that he's the one who films her content. She also stepped away from modeling at one point in 2022 because it started to bother her conscience a lot. After her hiatus, she wrote, "I came back with the OnlyFans and I'm waiting for you."
3 million followers. I bet they're all men. Or at least 98% of them are men. Look, guys, let's not be under any illusions here. This is child abuse. That's what this is. This is child abuse. What the mother does is bad enough as it is. But making her son film her, make no mistake, this is child abuse. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are watching this and are saying to yourselves, what a bad mother. How can she do this to her son? She is evil. She is the worst mother on the planet Earth. And you wouldn't be wrong. What she is doing, I would say, in my opinion, is child abuse. It's truly evil. But passing judgment is too easy, almost too cheap. Let's be honest, none of us are exempt from temptation. And just because we might think we are not as bad as she is, it doesn't mean that we don't contribute to creating the type of world where a mother can become like Andressa Urach. Remember, the question we are trying to answer is, why would a mother do this to her son? So let's put all our judgments to one side for a second. To answer this question, we first have to ask, why would she sell her body? The first answer that comes to mind is money. The second is laziness. She doesn't want to get a regular 9 to 5. She doesn't want to push herself and achieve in the workforce. The third is avarice or extreme greed for material gain. She's obviously motivated by materialism. Why would a woman opt for sex work, fast money, when she can get a regular job but not earn as much? If her motivation was survival, getting a regular job like billions of women do should be enough. Also, she is willing to sell her self-respect, basically her morals, for money. The fourth is vanity. Her line of work is all about prioritizing how she looks. How she looks is paramount to attracting her customers, which 99% of them happen to be male. Fifth is lust. She's using her sexuality to get men to lust after her. She obviously understands how lust works. What I just did here is outline the root cause of the problem. And what's the root cause of the problem? Greed, laziness, vanity, and lust. It's her greed, her laziness, her vanity, and her lust that led her to this point, to the point where she is willing to use her son to fulfill it. Remember when I said let's put our judgment to the side? Now let me ask you guys a question. When was the last time you were greedy? You were lustful, you were lazy, you were vain. Now your greed, your lust, your laziness, and your vanity might have not got you to the point where you wanted to sell your body and exploit your son in such an evil way. But isn't that exactly what can happen to you if your greed, lust, vanity, laziness goes unchecked, unrecognized, and unrepented? You may say, nah, not me. But think about how bad the world has become. Ask yourself this question. Isn't the world becoming more greedy, more lustful, more vain, and more lazy? Exactly. You may say, yeah, but I will never get to that level. And you might be right. I think the majority of humans don't get to the level of greed, lust, laziness, and vanity where they use their children in such an evil way. But do you know what most people do that they don't want to admit, and that's why they're so quick to pass harsh judgment? Most people contribute. Most people contribute up to a certain level. The greed, the laziness, the lust, the vanity from most people contribute to creating women that are willing to do this to their own sons. Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever watched porn? Well, that's lust. Have you ever prioritized money over your loved ones? Well, that's greed. Have you ever made excuses to not go to church or something else? Well, that's laziness. Every time we give in to sin, we create the environment that gives rise to these types of people. I know you guys were expecting me to crucify this woman and say, look how evil she is and how she is to blame for all the world's problems. But unfortunately, the truth isn't that simple. So what's the solution? Repent and do your best to stop sinning through prayer and self-discipline. Why? Because sin, meaning greed, lust, laziness, etc., has consequences. And these consequences can create the environment that can create people like this woman, Andressa Urak. And anyone can become a victim of sin. Not only her. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace.